Hi there, how's everyone doing? My name is Alan. I am an SEO expert, and I'm going to do a very quick SEO audit of this website. So if you stay with me, I'll take you through some steps I would take to improve the search rankings and overall messaging and flow of the website to improve performance online. The very first thing that catches my eye, and I'm going to go through about 4 or 5 different things. The very first thing that stands out to me is the messaging. This is something I see on a lot of websites where, before you go into the technical SEO itself, it's not very clear exactly what the company does. Like, it may sound clear to people who are already familiar with the brand, but for me, who is completely new to this and I land on this page, I need to above the fold, within just looking at this page as it is here, I need to know exactly what it is that you do and who you do it for, and most likely also like where I do it from. So here it says employee healthcare reimagined, improving the lives of staff in emerging markets with innovative health benefits fit for any business. Well, that's fine. For me, who is not, who is completely new to, this market, this isn't, excuse me, this isn't very clear what this is. So I looked around and I went to ChatGPT and did some tweaking here and there with prompts, and this is how I came with. We can replace this with, instead of saying employee healthcare reimagined, something like affordable employee healthcare simplified or something like that. And there are a lot of options you can go with. You can these are some that ChatGPT came up with: healthcare that works for everyone, better health benefits made simple, and so on and so forth. We can definitely comb through those. And then here it says improving the lives of staff in emerging markets with innovative health benefits fit for any business. Still, we can further tweak that to say something like this. We provide businesses with easy to manage health plans that keep employees and their families healthy and happy. From doctor visits to specialized care, we make high quality healthcare accessible and convenient, so your team can thrive at work and at home. This is more. It's more clear what the company actually does. And then here's a summary of we help businesses keep their employees and their families healthy by making healthcare more accessible, affordable, and convenient. I think you can see that. So we need to lean more into this, this messaging here instead of what you have on the website. And then on the other hand, we can also do a little bit of digging around on the internet to see people who are in the same, the companies that are in the same business. How are they approaching this? What kind of messages do they have on their websites? What kind of copy are they writing? So I've looked up a few here, like affordable health and employee insurance. And I came across, for example, these guys right here. Affordable health and insurance for your employees. So we need to come to all these websites and see how is their content written, what kind of H1, what kind of titles they have. So obviously you can see that here, the descriptions they are using, the kind of pictures they are using on the website on this particular page, what headings they have. And you can Google that for our specific keywords and see the 3 to 5 highest ranking pages for different keywords. And then you can try to emulate what's working, because those are the guys you want to beat, obviously. But these are obviously more American focused, but we'd have to tweak those to make them relevant for Africa as well. And then in terms of the services, these are the ones I could make out on the website. And I think you can see where the problem is. Like, it's not very well categorized as it is right here, because after I say this, then I'm like, okay, this is what you do, but then you have health plans, and then you have clinical services. Maybe that's completely that's something different. But then just that we need to realign those. If these are the health plans we have, then we need to have those ones here in this drop down under this. And then clinical services, I saw they are there, but then they are hidden. There is no drop down for them. Instead of having them hidden under this, and you have to scroll, and they are all the way down here. You have this, and then it's just a bullet. It's not like a dedicated page that talks about real Reliance Health and its relationship towards savings and treatments and maternity and child care. And yet this should be dedicated pages that discuss all these subjects, such that we can optimize those pages to rank individually. Anyway, back to the home page. So yeah, we need to work on the messaging itself. In terms of technical SEO, let's see. The page speed is it's fine on desktop because I see the largest contentful paint. The entire page loads in 1.4 seconds. 1.4 seconds. But when it comes to mobile, it takes forever. It takes 8.8 seconds for the entire page to load, and I think that's probably due to this pop-up right here. Maybe that's what delays it. But then like 3/4 of traffic these days comes from mobile, so we need to fix that as well. And the very first thing you do in order to fix page speed, for me, is to convert all your pictures from JPEG and PNG to WebP format. WebP is it's a new age format that is that helps you with two things. Number one, the file size is very, very small. They're always like 15-20 kilobytes, and then it retains the image quality. So it's two birds with one stone kind of thing, and it's very, very good for improving page speed. As you can see, this is a JPEG here, and I'm guessing all these other ones are JPEG. So you can convert all these ones into WebP. And then on the other hand, maybe what the other thing you can look into using is I see it's a WordPress website, so minifying the code, the JavaScript and CSS. There are plugins you can use on WordPress, minify CSS and JS to really shrink the file sizes of the code such that they are rendered faster. And then you can use a CDN like Cloudflare, which is free, and it's excellent for what a CDN does is it stores a copy of the website in a server that is closest to the person that's searching for that is browsing the internet, such that, and then it stores a copy of the CDN. If you use a cache plugin as well, it stores a copy of the website on the person's browser, such that whenever they revisit it again, it actually loads it locally, and then in the background double checks for any updates. So everything is much faster that way. So in terms of that, page speed, we can improve it that way. Then let's look at the on-page SEO itself. Employee healthcare benefits reimagine, Reliance Health, improve the lives of your staff, innovative company, healthcare benefits for any business. This is very good. This is very well written. It's very clear. I guess in terms of what you do. The word count is good. Maybe you can take a look at the sitemap later. So for the home page, I think you did a very good job. Let me see. Okay. Some of in terms of the alt text for some of these images, it's fine, but then some of it you left it out. This just says home hero cut. This says health plans. It could be more. It doesn't have to be an exact match of the keyword itself that you're trying to that page to be about. This can be more descriptive. Like two employees seated checking out health plans on an iPad or something like that, you can be more descriptive with it to tell the search engine bot what that picture is about. So yeah, for the homepage, it's just the messaging itself needs to slightly improve, and then just the structure. Let's have a drop down of health plans. Let's have a drop down of clinical services here. And then for these, it's kind of all over the place. This says the company, about us, and then this has resources, and the newsroom, which is also kind of about the company, and then careers are here. For the company, for the blog, we need to, remove it from a drop down and have it here as its own independent thing, and then we can kind of find a way of combining these ones under one drop down and get rid of resources. So there is that. And then, as I said, if you look at health plans, let's have an individual page for each type of health plan you have. If cumulative treatments when they are needed. If this is a health plan, or I'm not very versed with this industry as I said, but then let's have this page linked to other pages that are about health plans. Guess so that's what I'm trying to say. And then for clinical services, yes, as I said, more independent pages for each of these services right here. Let's talk about them, and these need like 1,500 words on each page, with the title, description, pictures, an FAQ, and that will actually help with building internal links from each one of these pages to the other, from each of these pages to to the health plans, or to the company page, etc., etc. And even when you're building backlinks to the website, we have more real estate to which to build links to, other than just the few pages you have so far. So I'll do that way. Let me see. Human-led tech part, clinical services. Is that a thing? I don't know. Yeah, you know this better than I do, so I'll leave that part to you. So let's talk about the blog, because this is what really sticks out to me. This is what catches my eye. Okay, I'll pick. You already did a good job here. You already have categories that people can click on to go to, read about blogs of that specific category. The first question I have is why does the blog redirect to Nigeria specifically? Because when I'm on the rest of the website, like here, I can choose to go global, and then it's global and it's fine. But then when I come to the blog, I'm immediately taken to Nigeria. I don't know what that is, why that is. Is that intentional? Does this mean there's a different blog in Arabic for Egypt? Oh, it's there. Oh, okay. Is this a blog though? This looks like yeah, this just looks like the home page for the Egyptian page, so that's not very clear. I need to start to sort out the alignment of that and the flow of the website, because I don't think there's any need for this part here to say Nigeria. You can just be blog, and if someone has to read it in Arabic, we can have that option there, and you can have a translator fix that for us. So let's look at the individual blog pages themselves. This is very good. Blah blah blah. Read more. That's fine. I particularly don't like having read more, learn more, click here. Those kind of call to actions. They're not very good for SEO, because what you want is you want every link on your website. If you're linking to an internal page that is also on your website, you want the link to the hyperlink to say what the corresponding page is about. So if I'm linking to a page about PCOS, I want the hyperlink to say PCOS. You get? If it's about gonorrhea, the link should say gonorrhea. It shouldn't be read more, because that's a little bit confusing to the search engine bot. for you to understand, because you can have 1,000 links on your blog that say read more and others that say learn more. People will instinctively understand that when they're on your blog and they want to read more, they just have to click on it, and then they will, they can read more. So I'd get rid of this and just leave it as it is here. It looks even better without the repetition of read more, read more. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let's look at the blog post, the blog post itself. Now, for this one, can close this. I can close this. We already looked at all these ones. Can close ChatGPT. We've already talked about page speed, sitemaps. I'll come back to that. So there are fundamental steps that you have to take every single time you're writing a blog post that I'm not seeing here. The very first thing is the banner image is lost. I don't know why, it's not here on the blog page itself. You definitely need to have that here, the banner image. In fact, let me give you an example of something I like. Okay, something like this, which has the category page here, and then the title. It has the date. You don't really have to include that, but this people included it here. It has what I guess is a summary, and then they go into the blog itself. So with this, I'll change this in that I would have the title here. I would have the banner image itself up here. The socials can stay here, I guess. The reader, the write, and the date, those can stay here as well. But then when you go to the blog post itself, you need to have a table of contents, because some people are just scanning, the blog. They need to know, I just want to read about this specific section, so let me click on it. And the reason you may think that's not needed for this, because the page is very short, but then that's also not good, because these two pages are essentially competing for this to rank for the same keywords, eye care tips. But then if you look at these guys, they have 1,500 words for this blog post. They talk about, there's a summary here, and then they kind of go into details for each of these, and then they interlink to other pages on the website. You can see that they have a good link structure. You need about 5 or 6 links for every blog, but using an extension like Yoast SEO can help in telling you how much is too much. But then this, the content is very thin, the blog is very short, there isn't a single picture here. Forget about the banner picture itself. There have to be individual pictures within the blog post itself that kind of expound on on the title itself. And then you can even compare the two images. You can compare this talking about maintaining good eyesight. You can see this, and then you can see what this guy is used. You can see that this really nails the point of eye care. This is a man, I guess his eyes are itching or paining or whatever. It's more descriptive, the picture alone, than this, so it really draws you in. And then for the UI, this page is too wide, because if I'm reading on desktop, I have to go like this, then come back here and read. Most modern websites, what they're using is, this narrow, this narrow kind of user interface. It's for the blog specifically. It's very easy on the eye. And when you have a contrast like this, whereby the background is different from this, I know to keep my eyes in the middle. So I don't know what plugin you're using, or what page builder you're using. I see you already have Yoast. I don't know, whatever you're using, whether it's Gutenberg or Elementor, it's easy to put that in practice and to be reflected in all the blogs. But then yes, the title, you need pictures, those pictures need to have alt texts themselves. The blog post itself needs to be at least 1,000, 1,500 words. Then you need an FAQ section at the bottom that specifically gives frequently asked questions about this, and these are very easy to find. Let me show you, because if I come here and Google this, look, the questions are right here. These are quick FAQs, that you can throw in there. Just about 4 or 5 at the bottom of the blog to really lock in our optimization for this keyword. And then finding subjects to write about is easy because you cover a lot of things about enterprises, about healthcare, about employee healthcare. There's a lot of things you can write about. I can see you're already doing a very good job with this. Let's take a look at suppose sitemap. Page category. Why are your posts hidden from the sitemap? Newsroom. I know I can't see, summarize this of posts, but then yeah, your sitemap, this one is generated by yours, automatically. But then this sitemap is what you get, and then you put in Google Search Console search title. All the pages on the website are indexed, and they're indexed first. So, so yeah, it's easy to find content to write about, and you want to aim for about 2-3 blog posts a week. After a year, those will be almost 1,000 blog posts. You pretty much have covered the entire landscape of everything you need to talk about. So yeah, that's my 30,000 foot view. This is my very broad breakdown of your own page SEO. You've done a good job so far, but I can improve it that way. And then, if you have a paid tool like Ahrefs or SEMrush or any of those ones, we can then further do competitor analysis to see who are your biggest competitors in this field, where are they getting their referring links from, what keywords are they ranking for, what are their highest performing pages, how do they structure their content, how often do they write new content. We can use any of those paid tools to learn more about that, such that we outcompete them for different keywords. So yeah, that's all I have to say for now. Thank you very much for watching, and bye bye.